He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, you won't just start all the reading. I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining me. Happy Tuesday, and I am glad we're here together. I hope that you had a lovely Monday and of course Tuesday. Here we are, here we come. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope that your Tuesday is going well if you're way along into it. But of course, just getting started out here in Oakland, and of course if you're on the West Coast, you're just joining in. Thank you so much, and you're just beginning your Tuesday. Thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate you, and of course happy to be here together for another amazing story. And this time we will be reading this one, On My Block. Yes, On My Block, and this one is by Zetta Elliott and illustrations by Purple WONG. It is a good one indeed, and I hope that you are ready for this one. What is on your block? What is in your neighborhood? What do you celebrate? What do you love? What do you look forward to? Many questions to ask, many questions to answer, but we'll join this little kid today here and check out his neighborhood, and hopefully it brings joy and also reminds us of those little things that we love about our own neighborhood. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today, remembering that every neighborhood is unique, every neighborhood is special indeed. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Storytime. I am glad we're here together. Yes, indeed, another day, another story, and thankful to be here together and sharing this time. Thank you for joining in. Please let me know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you today. And of course, if you're joining in alone, welcome to Storytime. All the same, let us know where you are so we can definitely say hi to you. And of course, if you're joining in for the recordings afterwards, please do say hello, and we'll be sure to get back to you as well. Thank you for joining in. And of course, a big thank you as well to everybody that's been subscribing to the YouTube channel. Please keep watching those videos that are out there for you. And of course, do support those creators. Go to your local bookstores, go to your libraries, ask for these books, demand that these books are available, are made available at your local libraries. So let us make sure that we're playing our part, and of course enjoying these wonderful stories, the diverse stories that we try to bring to Story Time. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you and welcome. I hope it is not too cold where you are. Here in Oakland today, we should be around 40s Fahrenheit. So if you're around Oakland, please do not leave your jacket. You will be needing it today. And rain is projected. A little rain is projected as well in the afternoon. So please carry your rain jacket. Do carry your warm jacket as well. So please do not forget that. And wherever you are, please let us know how it is going. I know places that are really cold right now. And please do stay warm. I hope that you stay warm indeed. Welcome to Storytime. Thank you for joining in. Yes, we're on my block today, and we will be reading this one written by the amazing Zetta Elliott. And as you know, Zetta Elliott has a lot of amazing books, award-winning books. Please do follow, and books that are just talk about so much social justice and so many important things in our community. And one book that I highlighted the other day and just want to highlight again is this one called Say Her Name. And this one is just a powerful book of poems. I encourage everybody to read it. If you can read a poem a day in this one and just talk about it, break it down, and you will definitely enjoy but also learn, and it will be one that definitely moves you to think about what's happening in our community. So a powerful one indeed, just one of the many amazing books that Zetta Elliott has. But today we'll be looking at On My Block. Get ready for this one. The illustrations are by Purple Wong. Let us see who is with us this morning. Yes, indeed, you make story time what it is, and I am glad that we're able to be here together. Let us see who is with us. Borden, how are you doing today out in sunny Vermont? Well, thank you for joining in, Borden. How are you doing? Mwah. Good to see you on Story Time. I am glad you're here. Good morning to you, Chrissy, as well. Thank you so much for joining in today. Yes, what is your block like? How does it look like where you are? Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining in, Borden. Appreciate you, Chrissy. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you out in sunny Vermont. Enjoy it, but I'm sure it is a little nippy out there too, so please do keep your jackets warm. Jackets on. Thank you. Good morning to you, Nathan and Sarah. How are you doing today out in sunny Illinois as well? Amanda West, we don't forget you. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. Where is Indy? Indy has been missing in action a few days. Thank you so much for joining in. Welcome to Storytime. Sunny Vermont, sunny Illinois. Oh my goodness, send some of that sunshine out here to Oakland, although we do need the rain here in California, so maybe not just yet. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Sarah and Nathan, and of course, Amanda. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Good morning to you, cloudy and rainy out in Long Beach this morning. Well, thank you for joining in and for sharing that as well. Always a pleasure to see you, Clay, Rocco, and Chriselle. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, absolutely love it. Thank you. Good morning to you. And I am glad you're here for story time. And hopefully we get cozy together on this rainy day for you, right? Thank you so much for being here. And of course, sending the love to everybody out there. Yes, indeed. Great Grandpa June, we do not forget you. Good morning to you and hope you are well. Thank you so much for joining in story time today, Chriselle, Rocco, and Clay. Thank you for being here out in Long Beach. Yes, indeed, rainy Long Beach today, just like Oakland. Good morning to you, Miss Ingrid. How are you doing? You say the weather there is not the best as always. Oh, what? Ingrid, you have to explain a little bit more. But you say, but it's okay. Really excited for today's story. It is a beautiful story. Ingrid, please do share. What is the weather like? What is not best? I'm sure it is not that bad. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. How are you doing today, Ingrid? Good to see you. And Ingrid, we're doing a Christmas special together next week, so get ready for that. And I'm excited for you to be here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Kennedy Kapolio Kampamba, out in Turkey. And you say it is very cold and raining here since morning. Well, I hope that you're okay. What time is it where you are right now? Please do keep warm, do stay dry, and of course we have a wonderful story for you today, and I hope that we enjoy it together on my block. This one by the amazing Zetta Elliott and of course Purple Wong, and this one is a beautiful one indeed, and I'm sure it will leave your hearts just feeling lovely. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. How are you doing today? Well, joining us from Turkey, and you just ate some turkey. Well, thank you for joining in. Kennedy Kapolio Kampamba, appreciate you joining us. Well, this one is definitely a late night story for you, early evening story for you. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad you're here. Thank you. Absolutely love it. Oh, in Patagonia today, it is windy. Oh, I love it. Have a little sun as well. Oh, well, I hope that everything is okay. Thank you for joining in, Ingrid. I am glad you're here. Windy out there. Well, please do stay safe, and I am glad you're here for story time. All right, let us get started with our story for today. I am excited for this one. On my block, Zetta Elliott and, of course, Purple Wong. Join me on the other side. Please get comfortable, get everything that you need right now, and join me on the other side of this for our story.
Hola. My name is Shamile Sayed Mendez, and I am the author of Where Are You From, Foodia, and many other books for young readers. You're watching Story Time with Mr. Limara.
Thank you, Shamila. Yes, indeed. Here we go on my block. And this one is written by Zetta Elliott and illustrations by Purple Wong. Here we go. Good morning to you. Oh, is it? Good evening to you if you're out all the way in Turkey. And they're just a list of some of the picture books from Zetta Elliott, and there are many, many more that are not included on there too. Absolutely love it. Love Zetta's work. All right, here we go. In the city, on my block, flowers grow in gardens and bloom on the sidewalk. How is it on your block? In the city, on my block, flowers grow in gardens and bloom on the sidewalk. Aww. Those resilient flowers growing everywhere, aren't they? Beautiful. In the city, high above my block, the wind lifts the wings of a red-tailed hawk. Oh. Maybe it's that wind from Patagonia, isn't it? In the city, at the end of the block, artists paint murals and make the walls talk. Oh, what art is in your neighborhood? Oakland has lots of art. Wherever you walk, you see quite a bit. In the city, at the end of the block, artists paint murals and make the walls talk. In the city, not far from my block, church bells tell the time. No need for a clock. No need indeed. In the city, not far from my block, church bells tell the time. No need for a clock. No. I lived near a school growing up, and the school bells were always by signal, knowing what was happening. In the city, neighbors on my block open their doors whenever we knock. Oh. This book takes me back to my own childhood, my neighborhood. Loved it. In the city, neighbors on my block open their doors whenever we knock. Oh, do you know your neighbors? I hope so. In the city, up and down our block, families cook their food with a pot, grill, or wok. Oh. In the city, up and down our block, families cook their food with a pot, grill, or wok. What do you use? What's your favorite cooking style? In the city, our entire block throws a party each summer, and the DJ makes us rock. Do you get to have a block party at your place? Not too late to organize, but of course, be as safe as you can be, all right? In the city, our entire block throws a party each summer, and the DJ makes us rock. Oh, sounds amazing. I want to join in that party. I love my block. Do you love your block? Do you love your neighborhood? What do you love about them? I love my block. Oh, The end. And on the back, if you ever get this book, it has a lot of amazing questions and activities that you can do. And just something for you to think about today. What do you love most about your block? Name 3 people you love to see in your neighborhood. Name 3 places you love to visit. It can be the whole city this time. Name 3 events that bring your neighbors together. Something to think about. And I'll leave this up just for a little bit so when you're watching later, you can pause the video and look at these questions and answer them at home. A fun activity. The end. We'll be right back after this message.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda with Amanda Wellman Photography. I'm a photographer and printmaker based in the Pacific Northwest, and I believe that your face deserves wall space. Enjoy today's story time with my favorite storyteller, Mr. LaMotta.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that one. Yes, indeed, on my block. And this one is by Zetta Elliott. I love it. And it has a fun activity for you at the back as well. This one is special. It definitely brings back memories for me. Growing up in Lusaka, I lived in a place called Rhodes Park, and there was a school, Jacaranda Basic School, where I went for my elementary school. And we had, the old cowbells, and those would ring. So I could see the school from my kitchen window. And so I would just sit there, hanging out with my cousins, my sister, and the bell would ring. I would know it's time to run to the school. And then I would get there, within 2 minutes, I was at the school, lined up in the morning for, we'd have morning parade and then go to class. And it's just this story, as I was reading, it just reminds me of all those little things that we did growing up. The neighbors' dogs that were sometimes outside their gate and wouldn't allow us to pass to go home. Oh my goodness. Now I love them. But that time I hated them because every time I saw it, I was like, how am I going to get home? So I'll try to figure out ways of going around the other way. But sweet, sweet memories. I love it. Thank you, Zetta Elliott, for the memories. And of course, I hope that your own block, your own childhood, your own memories, bring back, like good memories, good feelings, warm feelings. And I hope that you're building good ones as well in the neighborhoods that you're in now. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Please do share any memories, anything that you love about your block. And this has been On My Block today. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Tomorrow we're back and I'm joined by a special guest. Yes, I'm bringing back my good friend Olaolu Ogunyemi, and this time we will be looking at Horace the Horsefly, his latest book. Remember, he brought us Crawl from the Shadow, and now he's back with Horace the Horsefly. Join me for a great conversation and, of course, a wonderful reading as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Let us see who was with us this morning and got to enjoy that wonderful story. Good morning to you, Rikia, joining us in Oakland, California. Thank you so much for joining in. And Betty Deshay, good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Absolutely love it. Thank you. Beautiful story, Miss Ingrid, you say, and you say it's an amazing book and the activities at the end. Love it. Add it to my list, please. Absolutely, Ingrid. Absolutely. It is a must-have. And as you know, just amazing work from Zetta Elliott. And it makes you think, right? It is work that takes you down different paths just to think about things, think about your neighborhoods. And like I said earlier, I'm lifting up this book of poems, Say Her Name. Right now my class is enjoying going through some of the poems in this one, but please do find it. It is one that definitely makes you think. Say Her Name. Thank you for joining in. Oh my goodness. Zetta Elliott joining us out in Illinois. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely love it. And say from sunny Chicago, thank you so much for sharing the book with everyone. Wow, absolutely love it. Zetta Elliott, we love your work. You know that. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you for this beautiful work that you're sharing with us, for work that makes us think and work that makes us appreciate where we live as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely love it. Oh, yes. No. I used to stay at school, but we were very close. So I could just run home, get some food, get something to eat, and run right back. Thank you, Kennedy Kapolyo Kampamba. No, I was a good student. Zulu Tamaida, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Good afternoon to you out from Lusaka. Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, it is 5 p.m. out in Lusaka. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you had a lovely day out there, and I hope that you great to enjoy a good dinner. Yes, indeed, some good supper, some good nshima, maybe with kapenta. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining in. Tomaida Zulu, absolutely love it. To everybody that was joining in today, this has been Story Time for today. Chrissy Mitchell, thank you for joining in. And of course, Borden, absolutely appreciate you out in Vermont. I hope you enjoy the sun today. Thank you for being here. Nathan and Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Amanda, thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed that wonderful story that we had for you. Also, Sunny out in Illinois, thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you in Long Beach, rainy Long Beach today. How are you doing today? Griselle, Rocco, and Clay, thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate you. Much love your way. Thank you. And Miss Ingrid, thank you so much for joining in today. Appreciate you, and I hope that you get to enjoy some time outside as well, even though it is a bit windy. Thank you so much for joining in. In Turkey, Kennedy Kapolyo Kampamba, and you say it is raining and cold out there. Well, I hope that this story warmed your heart, as we know Zetta Elliott can do. Thank you so much for joining in today. Absolutely appreciate the time you're spending with us. Have a lovely evening out there. As we know, it is late. It is after 6 your time. So thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. Rikia and Betty Deshay, thank you for joining us out in Oakland. Thank you for being here. Absolutely love it. I hope that you have a wonderful time where you are. Thank you. And Rikia, of course, I'll see you at school later on. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. We've had a lovely story, a wonderful one that brought me memories of my childhood, brought me memories of my neighborhood growing up. I hope that it has brought some good feelings for you, brought some warm feelings to your heart. And as you go out today, I hope that you have a wonderful day. I wish you the very best. Yes, I speak goodness into your life today, and I hope that you go out there and it is manifest. Thank you so much for joining in today. Have a lovely day wherever you're going. Remember, every little thing that you do matters. Every little thing, even though it might not seem important at the time, it matters, and it has great effect on a larger scale. So please remember those little things, whether it's taking care of the earth, whether it is being good to your neighbor, whether it is just helping somebody else. Remember too that we have a role to play in our communities. We are important, we are special, we're beautiful, we matter. Thank you so much for being here, and absolutely love each and every one of you. And I hope that you go out there today and have a wonderful day. Much love from me. Hugs, and of course a big thank you today to Zetta Elliott out in Illinois for joining us today and bringing us this wonderful story. And of course, like I say, there are many books that we've shared here on Storytime from Zetta Elliott, and many that she's produced, including the young readers, the young chapter book that I love on the dragons. Please do find that one as well and join in and just keep enjoying all this lovely work. But also lots of social justice work that Zetta Elliott does. A feminist, wonderful human being indeed. Thank you for being here on Storytime. Have yourselves a wonderful day. We'll be back again tomorrow when we have joining us tomorrow Olaolu Ogunyemi with his latest Horace the Horsefly. Do join me for that one. And if you're like me, you're thinking horseflies, no, I have to stay away. But Horace is a good one. So please do join in and join me for that one. Much love. Bye-bye.
Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start on the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people that look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be